ordered this book when I joined the Navy. It was Canada's Navy, the First Century. I got it for being top of my class. And it's funny, for a book that's supposed to symbolize me having excellence, I've never read the thing. Charles Bukowski, Women in Novel. I liked the book. A boomer talking about his love life, it kind of reminded me of delicious tacos in a way. I don't like how it was out of date, though. Like, nothing there resonated with what I found dating to be like. But I loved how it was a story and not another autistic list of 5 traits of women you may like. Number 3 will surprise you. Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life. I liked the book. A clinical psychologist offering some rules for aimless young adults to have some confidence going out in the world and making their mark. Nothing in there made sense to me, though. It was too basic. It didn't code for man. It coded to human being. Also, the rules were no different than any preacher or teacher or peer who loved telling me what I should want in my life, without any mention of why I should or what benefits me by following it. Neil Strauss, The Game. I liked this book. A few goofy pickup artists telling the story about how they learned to grow up and enjoy women when no one else around them was available to teach. It wasn't really a good ending, though, and I'm not sure if someone can take the story of a man plagued with depression and never going past the initial thrill and walk away with better insights into the human condition. I do know this. Karen and the e-girls and feminists, they absolutely hate this stuff and screech about it all the time. So make sure to add some salt to this dish before putting it into the oven. A nice healthy sprinkle. Optionally, you add ingredients that work for your life. For me, I had my top student award, my naval logbook, tactical pen, trinkets from my travels, a bottle of Pusser's rum from my first sail that I drank with my best friends on the day of my retirement, a dagger from Dubai, my college taekwondo awards, poker chips from the bachelor party, that's in the story by the way, and my military medals, a box full of change from around the world. I learned a lot about dating from just about every culture there is. And I learned it's all basically the same. I took lessons from the good girls, and the bad girls, and all the girls in between. I distilled all of it. Successes and the failures into 15 stories and multiple lessons from each one of them. I put all the best, most flavorful parts in the oven for this 12-year naval career and a decade of womanizing, but with a much better ending. Then I had a coffee and sat back and relaxed while the world outside destroyed itself in pandemic.
Coronavirus-fueled panic buying, empty shelves.
Panic buying across India as the world's biggest lockdown gets underway.
Now, Frank can't stop coughing, so he takes a swig from his daughter's water bottle, hands it back, and she continues to drink from it.
So I remember in 2001, when everybody told me that the world was going to end and nothing would ever be the same. And I bought it, because I was a teenager and I didn't know any better. A few years after that, I even joined the military. I thought it would be a good idea to get some focus on life, sailing for queen and country. Everybody was worried the world would end, but everything went back to normal, except for flying to the States. That was just cancer. I worked hard, and I played hard, and I bought a house, and I bought a car, and I tried to date, and then I failed. And then I picked up a book written by a guy with aviator shades and a feather boa, and actually started to have some dating for real. The world didn't end, but I got better. I even grabbed myself a girlfriend at one point. Then 2008 hit, The world was going to end, and nothing would ever be the same. I lost some money on real estate. I lost some money on investments. A few years later, I started investing on myself instead of investing on the world even. I thought it'd be a good idea to become more valuable to others, to build some skills, to get some certifications. Everyone was worried the world would end, but everything went back to normal, except for paying property taxes in Montreal. That was just cancer. I worked hard, and I played hard, and I bought a place with the rooftop pool beside New City Gas, the best club in town, and then enjoyed my now wife, had some good times, had some bad times. I picked up a book by Rollo Tomassi and actually started to thrive. The world didn't end, but I got better. And now, right on schedule, the world is going to end, and nothing will ever be the same. So I wrote a book, then I made a couple hundred videos to give guys the tools that I had to learn the hard way, so they don't have to fumble about as much. They will work hard, and they will play hard, and they will get success if they want it, and hopefully never make some of the mistakes that can haunt a guy for the rest of his life. So you'll pick up my book, link for it's in the description, and invest in your own self-actualization and then thrive in a way that matters to you. If you haven't figured it out yet, people are panicky, they're short-sighted, and they have the memory of a goldfish. And unfortunately, those same people also control the megaphone. If it wasn't the pandemic, it would have been something else, and each and every time it's going to be different. Each and every time. It kinda isn't. Not really. Everything will keep moving along, and in this book are some strategies and stories that I used that can show you how one guy managed to come out on top, each world-ending event just a little bit better than before, and so can you. And the thing about the book here, it's a metaphor. Instead of being given a book from somebody else to tell you how great you are, or how great you can be, that you're never going to read and only just sits there on a shelf, you can write your own story and keep moving forward when everybody else is out there worried that the world is going to end this year. For sure. I swear, it's different and nothing will ever be the same. For realsies, this time. Pinky promise. Alright, thanks guys for listening to this much. This has been a long time since I did a red pilled coffee, so I'm kind of glad I did. Again, link for all this stuff's in the description. I want to give a shout out to Patreon. They're doing some awesome work in there. We meet every Friday, and it looks like we're going to have another day too. So check that one out. Links in the description. It's a great little private community. It's been growing soundly, and a lot of guys are in there doing what we do. Swapping notes, improving our own lives in ways that matter to us. So on that note, I'm going to leave you guys to it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Maybe it's time I actually read this thing. Go.